In this episode, we're going to talk about why you shouldn't split the party. And a new segment at the very end, Evil GM. Hey folks, so I apologize for the background noise. I have actually been out being social. So I went and saw a couple of friends today. I started off with seeing my friend Penny, and then I went out and hung out with Wen for a while. So I'm fortunately doing this during rush hour traffic, which you can hear. So we're going to go straight into it. We're going to have, see, this one is from Ryko Lives. Is splitting the party ever a good idea? So we're going to do this in two parts. Today we're going to talk about from the GM standpoint, and then tomorrow we'll talk from the player standpoint. Now, as a GM, I've been GMing for a very long time, and splitting the party is a difficult thing. The problem with splitting the party is that it becomes a bookkeeping nightmare. What you have to do is that you have to pay attention to two things at once. One party, who obviously wants to get fed, and then another part of the party that wants to fight the ogre. If at any point you get too engrossed in one half of the party, the other half of the party is bored or remains hungry. So here's a few things that you can do. One, you can try to keep the party together by simply saying, hey guys, it's easier if we run together. You can also have NPCs drop hints. Isn't it safer to work in groups? The other thing is that you can also talk to one of the players, preferably the person who's playing the leader, and suggest that they don't split the party. Now, in some situations like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd edition Shadowrun, where you had Deckers and a lot of Astral quests, sometimes you couldn't help but split the party. It just fit the storyline. So, ways that I, as a GM, that I used to do when someone was to start hacking, or they were to go and do an Astral quest, was to find ways of keeping the rest of the group busy. Another thing that you can do to maintain that no one gets left out if the party does split is have everyone roll initiative just for the basic stuff. Like, okay, this person went to go do laundry. If someone's doing laundry in RPG, give them RP points. Give them some XP because they're obviously really into their character. But if some players are off doing one thing and another player is off doing something else, if you use initiative, the same rules that you would use for combat would also work on keeping track of whose turn it is for a roleplay. Okay, so today's shout out, followed after the shout outs, we have the Evil GM, new segment. So I want to start off with saying, Hal Filnish. Hal, awesome Hal, thank you. Always loving your input. Let's see, and the Pirate Cat, way to go. Okay, Killer Roo. Always thank you very much, Killer Roo. These, by the way, these are people on Twitter. You should follow them. And then a new person who just pointed out that they have backed my project, which, thank you. And that is Hiko Ludwig. That's, Hiko? Yeah, Hiko Ludwig. That's a tough one to say for me, which you'd think it'd be easier because I'm studying Japanese. But thank you very much for backing the project and tweeting about it. Extra kudos to you. So, now for the Evil GM. You know me as the kind and benevolent GM, but I wasn't always that way. Roll initiative. Splitting the party? That just means that one half doesn't have a healer.